The story of this amazing fruit, Noni, begins with its most important ingredient, proserpine, which is a large molecule with two club-like ends. When we drink the juice of the Noni fruit, the proserpine goes through our digestive tract and into the large intestine, where it is then sent into the liver. The liver is the main storehouse for many of the essential nutrients which we take into our bodies. Every 2 hours, the liver should release a certain amount of this proserpine into the bloodstream, where it is converted to zearanin, a substance used in protein assimilation. Through the bloodstream, it is transported to various tissues of the body. To understand what happens, it is necessary to move into the molecular level. In order for the proserpine to be made into zearanin, the action of an enzyme called prosearinase is necessary. Proserpine wraps itself around the enzyme prosearinase, and the enzyme joins the two club-like ends of the proserpine together, cutting off the useless chain. It then combines with serotonin, a hormone primarily produced in the brain, to form an essential molecule called zearanin. Once zearanin is formed, it combines with many proteins in the body. These proteins require zearanin in order to function. There is a specific site on certain proteins that allow them to combine with zearanin. Many of these proteins are not able to perform any of their duties without zearanin. Not all proteins require zearanin to function, but many vital proteins acting as hormones, antibodies, and enzymes need zearanin. Zearanin enables the protein to carry out their responsibilities. First, they give structure to hair, skin, and bones. Proteins provide most of the structure of your body, even down to the cell itself. Second, they allow the transport of chemicals within and without the cell, attracting important nutrients and allowing them passage through the cell membrane. Third, proteins also act as hormones in the body. In this capacity, they coordinate all bodily processes at the molecular level. Fourth, they act as antibodies in their support of the immune system. The antibodies attach to foreign bodily invaders, such as viruses, and incapacitate them. Finally, proteins act as enzymes facilitating all chemical production in the body. Our cells are constantly breaking down and building chemical compounds, and it is protein that allows this to happen. Now we understand why proserpine is so important to our bodies. Knowing that it is naturally supplied to us by the food that we eat, why do so many people realize benefits from the regular use of the Noni fruit juice? There are several reasons why the body requires a proserpine-rich supplement. One of these is the loss of micronutrients from the soil due to chemical fertilization and soil nutrient depletion. Another is poor nutrition, illness, or a highly active or stressful lifestyle. Even aging will place an increased demand on proteins. In order to meet these demands and keep the body healthy, we can increase our supply of proserpine by drinking Noni juice to overcome the effects of low levels of zearanin and restore healthy protein assimilation. Zearanin's role in the body has many other applications. It acts as the body's supreme pain reliever and anesthetic because it works with endorphins produced in the brain to numb pain and produce feelings of euphoria. Endorphins are the hormones that are responsible for producing good feelings. As we have learned, the liver is the main place of storage for proserpine. The second major storage place for proserpine is the skin. Proserpine is converted to zearanin throughout the body, including the skin. An ample amount of proserpine is needed to maintain healthy skin, hair, and scalp. By using skincare and hair care products containing proserpine, skin, hair, and scalp conditions may show marked improvement. We have described only a few applications of an extensive list, which can be created in support of the tremendous potential proserpine supplements could have. Consumers of Noni fruit juice have already experienced many amazing benefits that a proserpine supplement can have on maintaining health and assisting the body to heal itself. By sharing the cultural uses of the noni fruit and the scientific knowledge of how and why we can benefit from a prozeramine-rich supplement, we are making a major contribution to the goal of a healthier world.
In the first video, there are less than 2% healthy blood cells. They all have multiple unhealthy characteristics, such as target cells, which look like donuts. What causes target cells is having failed to incorporate correct levels of hemoglobin, the iron-containing protein that carries oxygen and energy. The platelets also have characteristic clumping together, indicating a high presence of undigested fat in the blood, which is commonly known as thrombocyte aggregation. In addition, there is a high percentage of cell membrane irregularity, as well as not being the correct size, which is 7.2 to 7.5 microns in diameter. But one of the scariest things is that there are even platelets that have spiny projections on the outer surface of the membrane, which indicates the possibility of excessive free radical activity. However, the most notable in the first sample is the absence of all but one neutrophil, the major immune system cells. I don't think you have to be an expert to see that there's a major difference. Imagine my surprise when I saw this. The platelets are considerably larger. They have the proper size and shape, as well as not being stuck together, and the free radical damage seems to be gone. Previously, there were only 2% of all platelets that were healthy before drinking noni juice, and there are about 2% that are not perfectly healthy after drinking noni juice for 3 weeks. The most encouraging observation to me was that you can see a dramatic increase in the number of neutrophils, the major immune system cells in the body. I also thought it was very intriguing to actually see a neutrophil at work. Here you see a clear picture of a neutrophil absorbing a uric acid crystal.